And welcome everybody. I'm going to begin this evening with an acknowledgement of country. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands across Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand, and pay our respects to elders past and present. We honour the enduring cultural practices of making, storytelling and creativity that have flourished here for countless generations. These lands are home to some of the world's oldest continuing art traditions, and we recognise the deep knowledge and care held by First Nations artists, makers and communities. Thank you for joining with me in that acknowledgement. Hello, I'm Helen Bodycombe, President of MAANZ at the moment, and I'm here to kick off this evening's exciting symposium launch. It seems like only a few months ago that we were revelling in the riches of the 2024 Geelong Symposium. And if you were lucky enough to be there, I think you'll agree that it was a game changer. And as you're about to hear, the 2026 MAANZ Symposium in Brisbane is promising to be yet another incredibly stimulating and diverse event, bringing together exceptional international and Australian mosaicists and art commentators to explore fragments and flow and some of the current thinking around making and sharing mosaics. Personally, I can't wait. It's just a year away, but it'll be here before we know it. It's been a very hard-working team, the Symposium Committee, just some of the MAANZ volunteers working hard for this community-led not-for-profit organisation, MAANZ. And I'd like to take a moment to introduce some of the people to you who've been instrumental in putting together the 2026 Symposium. So you'll see, this is your symposium team, the committee. You can see in the top left is Catherine Connerty. Some of you will know Catherine as the Queensland rep. There's a picture of me. Then there's Robin Fitzroy, who's our very hardworking Vice President of MAANZ. Caitlin Hepworth, National Education Officer, who's also sitting on the desk running tonight's event. It's a bit of a complex Zoom configuration. Barb Ullenbrook, who's our National Exhibitions Officer and who helps the state, the branches with all their exhibitions as well. Helen Hughes, our very hardworking MAANZ Treasurer, who sadly will be outgoing in November, but we give massive thanks to Helen for all her hard work, and also Sue Binzer, our MAANZ Secretary, who again really helps hold everything together at the organisational level. So having introduced the team to you, I'd like now to pass over to Catherine Connerty to lead us into the rest of the presentation. Thanks, Catherine.
Thanks so much, Helen. It's absolutely delightful to see so many smiling faces here. Thank you all for coming along. I'd like to start by talking about why you can't miss this symposium. MAANZ has always promoted excellence in mosaic art while educating and inspiring artists. The symposiums run by MAANZ are world class, with artists who are at the leading edge of their art form, amazing workshops, networking and the fostering of community among so many artists who are looking to expand their knowledge and learn as much as they can about our shared passion. So my first experience of MAANZ was at a symposium held in Brisbane 16 years ago, and it was mind-boggling and it literally changed my life. There were so many materials, so many techniques, so many things to see and talk about, and it was a really friendly and inclusive environment. Even though I was a beginner, I felt very shy at the time and out of my league, but I was welcomed with open nippers to this wonderful, supportive community. Since then, it's been a journey of personal growth for me. I've tried to attend as many symposiums in the following years as I can, and I've made it a priority for me to budget, save up and come along, knowing how much I've grown from each symposium. It's really helped me further my creative journey. The opportunity to participate in exhibitions is a really good motivator as well to improve my art practice, and the chance to reconnect with all the lovely people that I've met. Because making is a lonely process sometimes. So to meet up and connect with a group of people who are like-minded with a wealth of knowledge to share is absolutely fantastic. I've expanded my friendship circle so much with every symposium, and so to the point is now it's a joyful reunion when we get together and have lasting friendships, which have really enriched my life. I'd also like to throw in here that something that has been a really great element to the symposium is the opportunity to volunteer. It expands your knowledge, it connects you with more people, and it helped me develop in a professional capacity as well. So I strongly encourage you, if you do have a chance, to volunteer in some way. So in summary for this slide and what a symposium means, it's connection, inspiration, education, revelation, motivation, and I promise you won't be disappointed. I love this photo because I think it captures the energy of the symposium. Friends gathering together, laughing, having heaps of fun. It only happens every 2 years, and there'll never be the same again. So take advantage while it's there. And now to the theme of the symposium, fragments and flow. So, mosaic is an art form built on the meeting of opposites, the broken and the whole, the static and the dynamic, the fragment and the flow. And this year's theme invites artists to explore that tension and possibility. I created this mosaic design in response to the theme fragments and flow. So what we have here is an aerial view of the Brisbane River, which is known as the brown snake, affectionately. And from the fragments, I've created fluidity and movement. The colours of the background reflect the subtropical environment of Brisbane, and the little dots of purple you see represent the jacarandas that you will see in bloom all over our city this time next year and this time this year. So fragments might speak to memory, to resilience, the small singular units that hold their own stories. Flow suggests continuity and rhythm and movement, unseen energy that connects, transforms, and carries us forward. It's a lovely broad topic, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's interpretations. Okay, so now I'd like to pass it over to Caitlin, who is going to talk us through the exhibition program.
Hello, everybody. So my name again is Caitlin Hepworth, and I am not the exhibitions coordinator. The exhibitions coordinator is Barb Ullenbrook, but she can't be here tonight because she is journeying across the world to take place in an amazing symposium in Turkey. So Barb has kindly produced a short video for us, and I'd like to share that with you now.
Hi everyone, my name is Barb Ullenbrook. I'm the National Exhibition Coordinator for MAANZ, and I'm here to share some details with you about the International and 3030 Vision exhibitions for Brisbane next year. My sincere thanks go to Catherine Conity, who has been the person on the ground sorting all of this out. There's an enormous amount of work that goes into finding the gallery venue. So miles were covered, conversations were had, videos and images were taken of gallery spaces, grants were applied for, a huge amount of work, and finding a venue that's not only appropriate for the exhibition, but also available at the same time as the conference venue, it's no small thing, and Catherine has nailed it. And I'm excited to share that the gallery venue for our exhibitions will be the beautiful Woolloongabba Gallery in Woolloongabba, and we will be hosting both exhibitions under the same roof at the same venue, which will be wonderful. And in the same way, we've decided this year to apply the exhibition theme, which is the symposium theme, fragments and flow, apply that to both exhibitions. And that is different to previous years, but because it's such a broad theme, we felt that it could be applied to both and would be a lovely way to unite the exhibitions, not only in venue, but also in theme. The Woolloongabba Gallery is a commercial gallery, so all hung works will be for sale. That is different to the situation we had at the National Wool Museum last year. So that's an important thing to be aware of. The space is also smaller than the space that we had available in Geelong, which was a combined space with 2 different galleries. And that will mean that the international exhibition will be limited to a single entry per artist. The gallery is in an entirely separate location to where the symposium is being held, and part of your symposium package will be bus transport to and from the gallery for the opening night. The judging process and judging process for the international exhibition will be the same, where you submit really good quality images and or videos of your work, and the international jurying panel will curate a collection of works for the international exhibition, and then those hung works will be judged in person by the international judges. The 30/30 vision, as always, will be an open exhibition, and all entries, as long as they fit with the criteria of size, will be accepted. So I hope you all get excited about the theme and this great opportunity for us to all connect and share our love of mosaic and share it with the broader public as well. And I look forward to seeing what you make. All right, thanks.
Thank you so much, Barb, for sending that short video about the 2 exhibitions. So there's really only 1 or 2 other things to add there about the exhibitions at this stage, and that we will be sharing more details about the 30/30 and international exhibition at our next live online event, which will be on the 1st of February 2026. Now, this online event will be focusing on information about the international exhibition and the 30/30 exhibition, as well as workshops and the tour. Now, the other important thing to note for all of you mosaicists out there is that the exhibition entries will open in March 2026 and close in July 2026. So you have a few months to start marinating your ideas and getting ready to make your beautiful work to submit to the international exhibition and the 30/30 exhibition. So that's all on the exhibitions for now. In Barb's absence, thank you, Barb, for all your work. And now back to Catherine.
Thank you, Caitlin. So I'm delighted to share the details of our symposium venue, our hub for this event, which is Voco Brisbane City Centre. We listened to the feedback from Geelong, and we've planned this time for everything, apart from the exhibitions, everything to be under the one roof. Now, this venue is superbly located. It is in a central position overlooking the Brisbane River, and it's at North Quay. And that's just 1 block from a major transport terminal, which is the King George Square bus station. So that's Voco in the middle, the white building there. And yeah, it has stunning views. It's a really, really lovely venue. It's, as well as being near transport, it's about 1 block and a short walk over the river to Southbank and to the Queensland Gallery of Art and the Queensland Art Gallery and the Gallery of Modern Art. It's a much bigger venue than we had in Geelong. There's heaps of room to move, and all of the rooms for the workshops are really spacious, and we've got a really, really large ballroom for the dinner as well. So yeah, we've planned to have all of the symposium events in the one spot, and this has accommodation as well, so it really is a one-stop shop. And I will talk about accommodation a little bit further into the presentation. The way we'll be running this is to try and have a balanced event for everyone. So on the Thursday, the first day of the symposium, we will have the registrations and vendors market. We're looking at having a walking tour of QA Goma. We will have the symposium launch and exhibition opening event at the Woolloongabba Art Gallery. And as mentioned, we will have buses which will take delegates there and back for this event. On Friday, we will have the plenary session with a range of international and Australian presenters. The annual general meeting, we will have vendors markets and demonstrations. And at the end of the day, we'll have some post-plenary networking drinks. And then on Saturday, we have an exceptional workshop program planned, again with the vendors markets and demonstrations, a brown bag exchange and a salon art auction in the evening. Then Sunday, we will have more of the workshop program, vendors markets and the celebration dinner. So I'll just talk about the plenary for a moment, because this is a really important day for the symposium. This will be held on the Friday, and everyone attends this together. And we have a fantastic lineup of presenters, including the keynote speaker, other international presenters, and a lineup of Pecha Kucha presenters as well. You'll be amazed and excited by the variety of topics that will be covered throughout this day. I would like to announce our keynote speaker, which is very exciting. So your 2026 keynote speaker is the wonderful Bonnie Fitzgerald. It is my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Bonnie Fitzgerald, who is an internationally respected mosaic artist, teacher, and author whose passion and expertise have inspired and guided mosaic artists around the world. Bonnie is the owner of Maverick Mosaic Studio. She has 2 published books about mosaics that are considered seminal mosaic reference books, and they have been translated into multiple languages around the world. And Bonnie has a very successful YouTube channel as well called Make It Mosaics. Now, I would like to welcome Bonnie to introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Bonnie Fitzgerald checking in from the United States. I live in Northern Virginia, just about 20 kilometers from Washington, D.C. I'm so honored and thrilled to be the keynote speaker for the 2026 MAANZ Symposium in Brisbane. I've been working in the mosaic medium for over 20 years. My professional journey began in 2006 when I attended my very first mosaic conference here in Washington, D.C. That experience, seeing mosaic art in galleries, witnessing its impact in the public art sphere, and meeting other artists all hungry for more knowledge, well, it completely changed my path. From that point on, I became a bit of a conference junkie. I couldn't get enough. The history, the creativity, the materials, and most of all, the incredible people who make up the mosaic community. Over the years, I've explored nearly every material and technique imaginable, and I continue to be amazed by the innovation and artistry that defines our field. I'm so looking forward to traveling to your beautiful country and sharing my presentation and interpretation of Fragments in Flow with such a welcoming, fun-loving, and creative community. I can't wait to meet all of you in person.
I am thrilled to introduce Rachel Davies from Scotland. Rachel is a contemporary mosaic artist and instructor based in Dunblane, Scotland. She works primarily with natural materials like slate and stone, combining them with glass to create highly textured artworks. Her work is often abstract in composition, reflecting the organic forms, patterns, and surfaces found in the natural world. And Rachel is here with us now, and I would like to warmly welcome you, Rachel, if you'd like to say hello.
Thank you. Yes, hello. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your conference. So yeah, hello everybody. I'm Rachel. As I say, based in Scotland, and yeah, really excited about coming all the way over to Australia to be part of your event. I'm not sure what else you'd like to know about me. I work, as I say, with natural materials, as Catherine said. I enjoy sort of slate, stone, creating kind of organic kind of mosaics. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to being there, to meeting. I know some of you, I've met a lot of you online through various social media channels, and it's just really exciting to be able to come over there and meet you in person and to teach some workshops and just get to know some of you over there. So yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rachel. We are very, very much looking forward to you coming and presenting and teaching. So next in our list, we are honoured to welcome Michael Kruzic. Now, he is a world-renowned mosaic artist who is admired internationally. And now Michael is based in San Francisco, and he has developed an impressive body of work that bridges classical mosaic traditions with contemporary expression. His mosaics are celebrated for their technical excellence, rich detail, and captivating visual narratives. Now, the time zone didn't work for Michael, but I'd like to share a video that he has sent through for us.
Greetings, everyone. My name's Michael Kruzic, and I'm super excited and honored to have been asked by some of my colleagues over there to come and share some of my teaching with you. And if you're not aware of my work or want to get a sense of what I teach, you can always go to my website, mkmosaics.com, and click on the courses page, and you'll get a sense of what I teach. But for now, I'm sworn to secrecy. Okay, take care, and I will see you in October of next year. Ciao.
Excellent. We're looking forward to Michael joining us. So also in our amazing lineup of artists, we have the very talented Gabrielle Waugh. So Gabrielle is originally from Canada, and she is a skilled micro-mosaic artist who has been living in Italy for over 2 decades, teaching students from all over the world the art of creating precise reproductions of ancient mosaics. We are delighted to have Gabrielle join us tonight, and I'd like to welcome you to the chat.
Hi, hello everyone. It's so wonderful to see so many familiar faces, people that I've met online and also in person, a few of you. My name is Gabrielle Waugh. As has already been said, I am Canadian, but I live in Italy, and I've been working alongside Luciana Notturni, which many of you probably know. I've been working with her for 27 years now. It seems like a lifetime. And I make micromosaics. So I do micromosaic jewelry. I make filato, torch work to make the filaments, and so yeah, that's probably what I'll be talking about at the symposium, and I'm really excited. This is such a wonderful opportunity to meet new people, meet people that I've met only online, and to and just to see work and mosaics by other people around the world. I'm just really, really excited. It's such a great opportunity. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're so welcome. We are thrilled to have you, and I look forward to learning a lot from you, because I think your work's incredible. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll now just touch on what Pecha Kucha means. And so for those of you who don't know, it is a lively and fast-paced storytelling format where each presenter shares their story using 20 slides with only 20 seconds per slide, keeping the talks concise and energetic. In just 6 minutes and 40 seconds, you'll experience a burst of ideas, inspiration, and creativity. And we have a wonderful variety of topics and presenters planned for the Pecha Kucha sessions. One of which who is Scott Harrower, who is a very skilled visual storyteller from the Northern Rivers, and who will be running a masterclass as well as presenting a Pecha Kucha slide. And I'd like to welcome Scott, who I believe is here with us. Hello.
Yes, I am here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Catherine. Thanks
Hi.
for inviting me. I'm actually in Brisbane at the moment, even though I'm based in the northern New South Wales. So I'm looking forward to presenting a selection of my work over the last 32 years of professional practice. My specialty is pretty much site specificity. So I think my skill level is that I'm actually telling community-based stories. So I'm in my current phase over kind of like the last decade of working with a lot of Catholic colleges, a lot of contemporary stories and narratives, breaking down those old traditions. And I've just met with a client from Perth. I've just returned from Perth, where I'm about to start the first of 2 new commissions for a college over there. So I've just been catching up with the client here. So I'm looking forward to also presenting a part of that. I'll have finished the first piece of that commission during the symposium, whilst also working on the second artwork for that college. So I'm just looking forward to showing what I do as quick as I possibly can in 20 seconds. And yeah, really looking forward to showing how I've sort of stayed true to the medium of site specificity and managed to etch out a long career that I'm waiting for someone to give me paid service leave for.
Fantastic.
So much. Scott, I'm very, very much looking forward to your presentation and to talking with you, because you have obviously a wealth of knowledge, and we are delighted to have you with us.
Thank
So
you.
our other Petra Kuchar presenter, who is also presenting a masterclass, is Jane Durand. Jane is an Ipswich-based ceramic mosaic artist, originally from South Africa. Jane is currently cycling through Western Australia in the remote region, so she can't join us tonight, but she has sent through a video. If you could play that, please, Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Jane Durand. I'm a ceramic mosaic artist, and I've been practicing for the last 30 years. I'm very excited about participating in the MAANZ event next year, and I'm looking forward to working with you and being able to share the work that I've done over this long period of time.
Okay, and we have more. We have a terrific lineup of other Petra Kuchar presenters, including Kim Emerson, who is based in San Diego, California, and has been designing and creating mosaics for private and public spaces since 1991. She has a Bachelor of Arts in Architectural History and a Master of Science in Historic Preservation of Architecture. Kim says, mosaics are like permanent textured paintings that reflect light and shadows. Most of my work is designed to be site-specific. The challenge for me is to design in harmony with the natural landscape or existing architectural design, thus reflecting environment and culture. So another one to look forward to. And then we have Pat George. Now, Pat is a well-known and widely loved artist from Aotearoa, New Zealand, with over 20 years' experience as a ceramic artist. She is taught throughout England, working with Harry Fraser, a well-known English potter, and his company Pot Clays in Stoke-on-Trent, and their Lambourne studio in Berkshire. In 2019, Pat joined a team of artists working on Te Honoga, Hundawasa Park in Centre project, and she'll be sharing some of this unique experience with us in Brisbane. And Pat received the King Service Medal in 2024. So we very much look forward to Pat's presentation. We have Dominic Johns, who is the owner of Shardworks in Cairns, who has over 30 years of experience in working with glass and ceramic, and combines artistic talent and the knowledge of products and installation that ensure any mosaic work will last the test of time. Dom has extensive experience in working in Australia's tropical north on public artworks, including a number with First Nation artists and communities. He is a wealth of know-how. And again, I keep saying this, but every presentation is so exciting for me. I'm looking forward to it. So we have Susan O'Byrne, who is an Irish ceramic artist based in Glasgow, Scotland. Susan studied at Edinburgh College of Art and has received awards including the Craft Potters Charitable Trust Award, UK, and Archie Bray's Foundation Rudy LTO Grant, US. Her work is held in collections across Europe and the US and is exhibited internationally. Susan creates allegorical animal sculptures that explore human sensitivity through surface and form. Using a distinctive mosaic-like technique of collage paper porcelain patterns, she references domestic craft traditions such as needlepoint, layering history, and storytelling into intricate animal bodies. Her work is beautiful. And we have Dr. Damien Smith, who is a curator and art critic with more than 20 years' experience in the field of contemporary art. He is the director of Words for Art, an international consultancy specializing in contemporary culture and discourse. Since 2011, Damien has been curating the Heartland's Refugee Fine Art Prize, a national art award celebrating the work of refugee artists in Australia. Damien is a curator for China Art Projects, a Beijing-based consultancy promoting contemporary Chinese art internationally. He'll be speaking with us in Brisbane about mosaics in commercial and public collections, or the lack of them. So, yet another one that I'm excited about. Okay, I will hand you back to Caitlin now, who will take you through what will be happening with our workshop program. Thank you.
Okay, so as you know, my role in this is the MAANZ workshop coordinator for the symposiums, and I have been working with our fantastic presenters and workshop presenters to develop a lovely program for you. Now, we are going to be releasing the details of that program at the next live launch, as I said before. However, I can give you a fair bit of information at this stage. So the workshops will run for 2 days, not 3, but 2, on the Saturday and the Sunday of the symposium weekend. We are offering a combination of full-day workshops, half-day workshops, masterclasses, a critique class, and the very popular exhibition Insight. Now, these workshops will cater for different levels. So from those who are beginning their mosaic journey through to intermediate level mosaicists, as well as some workshops which are specifically targeting our advanced mosaicists. So we've really got something for everyone. Longer, more intense practical workshops, shorter workshops, as well as lighter hands-on opportunities, as well as more theoretical opportunities. I'm very pleased to be able to share the lineup of workshop presenters with you. Now, some of them you have already been introduced to, but others perhaps you didn't know. So we have, of course, our keynote speaker, the fabulous Bonnie Fitzgerald. We have Rachel Davies from Scotland. We have Gabrielle Waugh from Italy, Ravenna, and Canada. We have Michael Kruzic from San Diego. We also have and those four internationals will be running 2 lots of one-day workshops. So you'll have a lot of opportunity to engage with them on either day. Again, those workshops will range from beginner to advanced level. Then we also have Jane Durand, who's presenting a masterclass, as well as Scott Harrower, who you just had the pleasure of meeting, who is also presenting a masterclass. We have Deanna Koenig, who will be presenting a one-day stained glass workshop, and Marg Shaw, who will be presenting a one-day percussiette workshop. We also have our president, Dr. Helen Bodicum, running a critique class, which will be a fantastic opportunity. And then we have our exhibition coordinator, Barb Uhlenbrook, presenting our very popular exhibition Insight, which is a talk all about the international exhibition. So this slide just gives you a bit of a taste. Now, we don't have all those details of the workshops locked down, but we will have some working with natural materials. We will have some under Mento Focus. We will have some micro mosaics. We will have some masterclasses, some stained glass, and some cassette. So there will be something for everyone. Now, we also have a mosaic tour. So we have the MAANZ mosaic tour, which we also ran last year. Now, this tour in this time will be before the symposium. And we're planning the tour to run for 3 consecutive weeks leading up to the symposium event. And we are currently working with our presenters to work out where they're going to go to, what branches can host them, and where what the best arrangements are. So again, that will be shared with you at the next live online event. So Catherine, that's all from me at the moment regarding the workshop and tour program. So heading back now to you to continue telling us about the symposium event.
Thank you. Okay, so for people who've not been to a symposium before, I thought it'd be a nice idea just to unpack a little bit of the elements of the symposium. So we have the vendors market, which is a real highlight. It brings you a dazzling array of materials, tools, and resources from specialist suppliers, and that you may not easily find elsewhere. It's a rare chance to explore and purchase unique mosaic-related products all in one place, while connecting directly with the makers and suppliers who support our art form. And there will be a series of demonstrations by vendors throughout the event, which was a hugely popular aspect of the last symposium. So we'll be happy to be returning that. The good news is, because we've got a much larger venue, we are going to be able to open up places to a larger number of vendors this time around. And there will be an application process for that will kick off from the 1st of February next year. And Helen Bellino has very kindly agreed to be the vendors coordinator again this time round, which I'm very happy about. Thank you, Helen. Okay, so we also have a brown bag exchange, which is we're bringing it back. It's a lot of fun. It's a much loved event. It's a playful way to swap mosaic treasures. So this is how it works. You bring a lunch-sized paper bag filled with mosaic materials that you'd be thrilled to receive yourself. And in return, you pick up someone else's mystery bag of goodies. So it's part lucky dip, part gift exchange, and lots of fun. Okay. We have the salon art option, this is a really, really fun part of the symposium. It's a vibrant evening where creativity meets opportunity. So what it is a fast-paced silent auction with a buzzing cocktail atmosphere, beautiful food and drinks. There's just 50 places for delegates to offer work for sale. And imagine your mosaic sitting there alongside works from the artists that you've met and become friends with, each piece sparking excitement as collectors and fellow delegates bid to take home a treasure. The salon is the perfect stage to showcase your talent and gain new admirers and send your work out into the world. And there's no commission for the sales on this event. We'll be hosting this on a Sunday at the end of the symposium to celebrate all that we've experienced. And the food is delicious. Sharing food and conversation in a festive setting allows delegates to relax, connect, and celebrate the vibrant mosaic community together. Now, this meal is included as part of your registration package. So when you are planning for the symposium, make sure that you book your accommodation, including the Sunday night, so that you can check out on the Monday. Okay, so I'll just talk about the key dates. We have registration opening tomorrow, and that is for early bird registration, and it's only open to MAANZ members. And we will have that open from the 9th of October to the 25th of December. So you might want to think about asking to have registration as a Christmas present. That would, yeah. And then we will then open to general public in the new year. So on the 1st of February, we will be hosting another Zoom like tonight with a lot more information about the exhibitions, the workshop, the tour launch, and the vendors market application. So mark that down in your diaries because that's another one you don't want to miss. Then in March, we have the exhibition entries opening, and in July, payment in full is required for the symposium and exhibition entries close. And then exactly 12 months from now, let the fun begin. It's going to be great. Okay, so here's a few testimonials. For those of you who in the audience who attended the last symposium in Geelong or previous symposiums around Australia, I think you know how much fun it is, and it's been well organised and well planned, and we have just had an incredible amount of 5-star feedback about these events. So yes, I can absolutely rate it highly myself. Okay, so I'll just talk quickly to accommodation. The venue, Voco City Centre, are offering delegates an accommodation deal of $255 per night. And they will be providing a MAANZ discount code, which will be available soon on our website to use that. Just noting that price doesn't include parking. And then with the accommodation options, there's a whole range. I mean, there's things to suit every budget, of course. Brisbane is a massive capital city. Some of the places here are listed in we've listed in close proximity to the venue, but of course there's places like Airbnb that you can look at, and you can always choose a lower cost option, stay a little bit further out from the city, and take advantage of our very cheap public transport fares. Okay, one thing I would just mention with your accommodation again is making sure you book at least from Thursday through to checking out on Monday so that you don't miss any of the symposium. However, I'll just quickly touch on Brisbane and Southeast Queensland because you might want to make a holiday of it and book further days and get a little bit of relaxation in there as well. So Brisbane has a lot to offer. We have when I mentioned the public transport fares, it costs 50 cents to travel on any bus or train or ferry in Brisbane, which is just incredible. So here are a few options for you. If you were based in the city, you could all do this for a very short walk or a little bit catch some public transport, but you could remain city-based doing all of these things. But Brisbane we're very lucky in that we have wonderful tourist attractions and places to visit that are only an hour to an hour and a half away from Brisbane. So we have the scenic Rim, we have the Glasshouse Mountains, which are stunning. We have North Stradbroke Island, we have the Gold Coast and the Sunshine Coast, and all of these are in close proximity and, as I said, a pretty short drive. Yeah, just from a personal perspective with my symposium journey last year, I went from the stimulation of I booked a few days afterwards with my husband, so I went from the stimulation of the symposium to just some downtime, enjoying the local area, exploring the Bellarine region, and I came back invigorated and excited from the symposium, but sort of relaxed and refreshed at the same time. So that was great. Okay, so we are very, very excited to have you here, have you come to the symposium, and look at all these smiling faces. I think that reflects it. Now, for booking the symposium, I will hand you over to David Lacey, who can talk you through that process.
Hi there, I'm David Lacey. You see that the early bird registration is for MAANZ members only, and that's $6.49. But we have a payment plan where you can have $200 deposit to guarantee you a place, and you pay the remainder in July. After the 1st of January, it is now no longer early bird, and it's $7.49 in full, or again with a $200 deposit. And of course, for that, what you get is the symposium exhibition, transport, catering, the plenaries, the salon, celebration dinner, and the brown bag exchange. Workshops are extra, and those will be discussed and will be presented on the 1st of February launch. Now I'm going to just skip over to the website to show you how to register. This, by the way, is our new fabulous website, completely redesigned. And if you haven't seen it before, I suggest you go to maanz.org and have a look around. It's really a great improvement. The early bird is for members only, so we have placed the link to Humanitix, which is our ticketing system inside the members hub. To access this area, you have to be logged in using your email address and your password. Note that the password from the old website does not work here. You have to get a new password. To get a password, simply enter your email address in the login screen and click Forgot Password and follow the prompts, and you'll get a new password. The login screen, by the way, is nope, not there. If I log out here, then you will get to see a login screen. I'll show you that later. For the moment, we're going to the symposium and the registration page on the symposium. That again outlines everything that you get by buying the registration. In February, once you've registered, you can purchase the range of workshops, the exhibitor's place at the gallery, at the salon rather, and you can get guest tickets for non-registrants for the opening, the auction, or the formal celebration dinner. If you click registration here, this takes us behind the Members Hub wall because I'm already logged in. You can have a look around here at some of the things that are available to you. A list of Mosaic organizations, Opus Oracle, present and past copies, technical and practical tips. For now, we just press register, and this takes us to our Humanitix site, which is where the ticketing all happens. Again, you get a full description of what you of what you're buying. As you see, the early bird registration and the payment in full are not yet available. They will be in a few hours. And here, this is the same place you will come to when the workshops are available for registering for workshops and guest tickets, etc. We're sending an email to all members and contacts tomorrow morning to let them know tickets are now available and in some instructions on how to get a password. So if you weren't quite clear on what I was talking about, you'll see more of that in tomorrow's email. See here, if I log out, it takes me to a login screen. So if you enter your own email and leave the password blank, click Forgot Password, and that will take you through so you can then log into the website. So that's it in terms of how to register and how to buy tickets. So back to Helen Bodicum.
Thanks very much, David, and to you, Catherine, and to you, Caitlin, for being at the helm of what was a fairly complex configuration this evening. And a massive thanks to all of you who've attended, to the presenters who are going to be joining us and being our lead presenters and workshop deliverers in Brisbane next year, and to all of you who've joined us this evening. And also I'd just say a quick hi and thanks to those of you who'll be watching this later, perhaps because your time zone didn't make it possible for you to join in live. But just a massive thanks to everybody, and to say that we really look forward to seeing everybody next year. Before we close off, I just want to make sure there's nothing else that anybody might like to ask. You can put your questions into the chat line. We can quickly deal with those now. Otherwise, you can contact Catherine on the address you can see on screen, which is the Queensland rep at maanz.org. And I can't see any questions coming online, so I'm just going to say thank you very much and good night, everybody. Thank you. Give a big wave.